Oh my god. It just like it brings tears to your eyes because it's like hard to watch movies now because you know shit and you kind of didn't want to. Getting back to it.
Full disclosure to the whole world, all at once.
Noah and his goons eventually track down Hugo's people, but Margaret uses an alien rod to camouflage the entire group, making them invisible as they escape. Here again, the device seems to be doing more than simple optical cloaking. The invisibility likely works by bending light and interfering with visual cognition at once, but the rod disintegrates.
I would bring up how slept on invisibility is as a creepy ass power for any fucking reason, bro. I seen a video about the chameleon nigga from Hunter x Hunter, Hunter x Hunter, however the fuck you say it. I say letters when I fucking see him. So Hunter x Hunter, that's what the fuck I'm gonna say. Cause there's an X in that bitch. I don't give a fuck what the X mean. It's an X in that bitch. I'm gonna say X. Fuck. But the nigga was saying, I can hold my breath and you can essentially put your hand through me or not know that you're touching me or not be able to perceive me on a physical level or any other level that involves your five fucking senses. So maybe you can like men ability search that nigga. I don't know. But you can it's not even that the fact that you are doing some shit, it's just the fact that you could do some shit and nobody would know. And only person that know is you and you know you got away with it. Why do you want to be unseen, bro? It's like I get you need to be perceived to a certain extent, but not completely intangible either. It's like it's I don't know. I can't do invisibility, bro. Like you can disappear, you can teleport. When you fully invisible, taking one step in front of the other, standing next to niggas, breathing, can't see you. Fuck that. No, that's creepy as hell. It's for like 25 pages over here, invisible. Fuck you talking
In
about?
Margaret's hands after being pushed too far, which gives the technology limits. Everyone then converges on the KCXE station for the final broadcast. Wardex tries to shut down the station, cutting both the power and the backup generator, but Jane arrives with the remaining rod and Margaret uses it to restore the entire electrical system. Meanwhile, Daniel uploads the full archive, decades of alien footage, experiments, cover-ups, and proof of everything. Noah, on the other hand, now tired of all the hiding and secrecy, ultimately tells his people to stand down and watches the broadcast without interfering. Margaret then begins the report she calls Disclosure Day, as other networks begin to pick it up. Then the world watches as evidence spills out. What was a rumor becomes footage, and what was conspiracy becomes history. The hidden program becomes visible in a single global instant. For a brief moment, coverage of a looming world war is displaced by something even bigger, the realization that
They slumped that nigga, bro. They really got my nigga slumped like that. They really got his nigga. Why is his head so big, man?
humanity is not alone. Hugo then reveals in Vivo 17 the alien has been secretly harboring for 5 years after rescuing it from a Wardex black site. That explains how Hugo knew so much about Daniel and Margaret and why he'd been able to prepare the reconstructed house. In Vivo 17 is effectively the witness, elder, and emissary, and it whispers something to Daniel in the encoded click language only he can understand. Daniel translates it for Margaret. She then
What is he up his He about to nibble on his shit. Like, give him like a little bit of it. You know, like, yeah. You talking about some.
turns to the camera and prepares to tell the entire world the message, beginning with the first word, listen. Then the film cuts to black. That ending is where the film becomes most unsatisfying. Structurally, I understand the film is called Disclosure Day, not the week after Disclosure Day. The day of revelation has now happened, and humanity stands at the edge of a new reality. But that means the film spends its runtime building toward a climax that never actually happens. We don't get the fallout or see how the world responds. We don't see whether faith bends, panic erupts, war stops, the truth unifies or fractures, nor do we learn if the alien message is a warning or a judgment. The film kept promising the real movie was about to begin, and then ends exactly when it should finally be paying itself off. For me, that is the central flaw in the writing. Not that the ending is ambiguous, but that the story mistakes disclosure for resolution.
It is about the biggest news event in the history of humankind. And if these characters are successful in getting these secrets released to the global public, then the whole world is going to change. And the suspenseful part of our film is, are they really going to be able to get to the newsroom? Are they really going to be able to disseminate the truth?
No.
Excuse me.
I'm saying no.
Well, you can't say no.
No.
What makes Disclosure Day frustrating is that you can see the better movie trapped inside it. The premise is
Okay, so the entire movie is them trying to get to the newsroom with information, not what happens on disclosure day and after that. They get to disclosure day and then the movie ends. They don't live through the actual day of disclosure day. This shit might be ass. Like the actual way it's structured in at the point in time which he told the story, and you cut the movie off there, it has to be ass, unfortunately. Like I'm watching this because I don't want to fully watch the full shit, but I'm glad I didn't if that's how you did the movie. Like, nah, that's I'd probably be I don't want to say I'd be mad, but I might be mad if I don't like see the outcome of Disclosure Day on a third person point of view because you put that shit on a news broadcast. I might throw something at the fucking movie screen for sure.
solid, the filmmaking craft is sometimes superb, and there are stretches where the movie feels special. Emily Blunt's storyline gives the mystery a real human anchor, and Spielberg still knows how to stage the uncanny. Janusz Kaminski can also light a room so that it feels halfway between ordinary and divine. There are moments when the film feels like an especially expensive, solemn, and moving episode of The X-Files, and you understand why this project would have appealed to Spielberg in the first place. The problem is that the writing never gets out of its own way. Spielberg and writer David Koepp treat the material as though it is automatically profound, simply because it involves aliens, secrecy, faith, and the end of the world. So the film stretches itself far beyond what the actual story can support. Scenes linger after they've made their point. Conversations circle mystery without sharpening it. Characters spend huge portions in confusion, hesitation, or grave reflection, while we wait for somebody to reveal something meaningful. That is why the 145-minute runtime feels longer than it is. This isn't the satisfying slowness of a film building dread or wonder. It is the slow.
They made that shit sound long as fuck, but saying 145 minutes, that sounds like a waste of fucking time. I can't even like if they marketed movies as 145 minutes instead of like 90 minutes or like an hour or like some like bigger measurement of time, I probably wouldn't watch movies because I actually don't. Damn, that's weird as fuck. I used to watch movies a lot. I don't watch movies for real. That's weird.
More exasperating sensation of a movie stalling because its convinced atmosphere and significance will materialize on their own if it keeps the camera pointed at worried faces long enough. A lot of this comes back to how unevenly the screenplay handles its characters. Margaret is the far more effective way into the story because she's caught in the mystery rather than standing outside it with a stolen hard drive and a cause. She begins as an ordinary person whose life is ruptured by strange psychic episodes, fragments of alien language, and a growing awareness that she's tied to something older and stranger than herself. And Emily Blunt sells every stage of that unraveling. Daniel, by contrast,
I think they took too much time setting up the human aspect of this movie, and they didn't explore the aliens coming to Earth. Like, okay, cool, niggas gotta know that aliens are coming to Earth. we get it. They have to. That's the whole point of the movie. If they don't do that, then the movie is just like a huge tease. So we know they have to tell people. If they don't tell people, the movie's trash. So you spend more time developing how to people tell people. So when they do tell people, you can end the movie. Still making it trash. It's just longer. It's just a lot longer. Bruh, just get to the fucking point. We know it has to happen because you made the movie. The movie isn't about niggas on Earth. It's about the aliens, though. Like, we get that she get like you could have started the movie off with her having the powers, with the nigga having the shit, like whatever the fuck he can do. I don't know. They didn't even explain his powers in this video. So they probably don't do the shit in the movie. But like, damn, like we could have got more. Maybe because he doesn't know, but then it actually involves creativity outside of just using shit that already exists, like Bible rhetoric and stuff. That might be a fucking ass pull throwing Bible shit in here. Cause like, yeah, but that would be after disclosure day. We can discuss how people handle aliens existing from a religious standpoint after we fully disclose that the niggas exist and that they're here. It just seems like a fucking waste of time. I don't know. I'm glad I didn't watch the full fucking movie, but uh, part three, yeah, this shit long. See you next time. This is interesting. I did cry a little bit. It's cool, but not about the movie, about the shit in the movie that it refers to, in my own brain, thinking about stuff. Um, I might just look at what happened in the actual movie later instead of just looking at the rest of the fucking thriller trailer because it ain't really doing shit. So, see y'all next time.